Hi, so let me show you how the work goes with me. Usually, when people contact me, they want one of two things. Some students already have acquainted themselves with the syllabus, and what they need is that they need to identify their gaps or to understand the overall logics of the exam. So this means that we will have a meeting, we will have a topic, let's say, ask me 100 questions on financial instruments to identify my gaps. Well, I do not need to ask you 100 questions. I know 10 points where students make mistakes the most. Or for example, you do not know something, you cannot understand, let's say, how to use the new system and how to make a consolidation in strategic business reporting according to the new rules, how to make those adjustment entries. So we meet and I teach you. And those students who are one-time client, several-time client, they usually go to my Calendly, they find the time that suits them most, and we meet online, and they have a link to the meeting. There are some students who like to take the educational process all the way from the cradle till the very exam date. So what we do, we meet and I explain the topics to them. And when I do that, I give lots of examples. They are short, but they are needed for you to understand the little things. So I personally love the modern technology. So if you look at this Google Doc file where we work into, and this is financial management, format F9, you will see that a student can actually work together with me. Well, I can see a student in my file. They can see the structure of the document. So for example, if they want to see further aspects of cash flows, they can click there real fast. They can see practice, lots of practice, and they have homework that is marked by this very nice icon, and they have tricky formulas that are marked like that. So this file is very intuitive, it's very easy to use, and it's very practical. And I try to minimize the time of my typing. So I already have a file prepared and I just copy paste whatever we are studying in here and I discuss. And I explain the little things that students tend to miss when they just read the book for themselves. Let's say that if a risk is the variability of return, then the higher the variability is, the greater the risk is. Or the fact that risks are not only about bad stuff happening to us, but also about good stuff, like winning $1 million in a lottery is a risk as well. So by the end of this educational process, they have a file and it's so easy to navigate in it. They have lots of examples and they have understanding of the logics. And the logics is super important because when you come to the exam, chances are that you will be scared, your hands will be shaken, and so on. But if you remember the logics, even if you forget something, you will be able to recreate the knowledge. What I like about the technology and meeting over Zoom is that we can juggle easily between the doc file where we have everything and spreadsheet file. So for example, this is the spreadsheet with the calculations, and it's easy for students to follow my discussion because they can open it from their computer. They can zoom in, they can zoom out, they can look at different parts of the spreadsheet. So they are pretty autonomous from me. As such, online training is fantastic. having a tutor who can explain you the stuff and so that you do not have to read the book over and over again trying to understand what the hell it means is very time efficient and is very effective. And if you feel that it will be hard for you to cover the exam on your own, please feel free to contact me, just message me, and we'll create the best strategy for you, taking into account your money budget, your time budget, when you want to attempt the exam, how often you can meet, and so on. And I hope to see you next. Bye-bye.